look, we're just going to go right to foundation. I obviously moisturized and put eye cream on. I don't really use primers on a daily basis. I'll sometimes use them on the weekends, but normally the only reason I'll use a primer is if I need my makeup to stay on super long. But I haven't really come across one that I'm like, oh my gosh, this works so well. My makeup stayed on for 12 hours and didn't move, or, like I don't have any pores. So I'm going to have to try out some other ones first to really see if I like anything. But yeah, anyways, we'll just start off with foundation. And since it's an everyday look, I normally go with a more matte foundation. And I don't have oily skin, but I do kind of get oily in my T-zone throughout the day. So I like something that's a little long wearing, which I feel like matte foundations stay a little bit better. And the one that you guys probably know that I love is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I'm mixing the two colors 220 and 230, which is natural beige and natural buff, because obviously I'm self-tan and I want something to match my neck, but I think 230 on its own is a little like too yellow and too dark for me. So yep, we're going to mix these two together. Yeah, today it's just, got a little excited there. Today it's snowing once again, and just kind of one of those like lazy days where I don't really want to do anything but watch Netflix and chill with my dog, who's sleeping right behind me actually. I started watching Chelsea Does on Netflix with Chelsea Handler, and for one, I think she's freaking hilarious. But it's so funny because it's obviously a series, and she does like marriage. The one I'm watching right now is Silicon Valley, so technology and stuff. So I think she's so funny, and I love her humor. So if you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. So I normally just do like little dots, and my skin has been breaking out like crazy lately. I don't know why, but I normally, and this is such like a stupid thing to say, but I normally I don't get zits. Like I used to break out a little more than I do, but I normally don't. So when I do, I know that either I'm breaking out from like a product I'm using, or I don't know, like hormonal stuff. But I think it was because I was using this moisturizer, which was pretty scented, and I don't have super sensitive skin, but I know right away when my skin doesn't like something, and I think that's what broke me out. And I use this cleanser. It's Mario Badescu. I think it's called like glycolic acne cleanser, and it just keeps I feel like honestly it just like saved my life, but it keeps my skin so clear, and I ran out of that, so I think that also had to do with it too. So it's clearing up a lot, but next, so I just use my buffing brush with that. That's normally what I do to kind of like get it into my skin, and if I want fuller coverage, I like to use a brush over just a beauty blender. And then I'll take whatever is left on my hand, don't mind my really bad self-tan hands, and I'll put some on this and just buff it in a little bit more. This just allows it to really sink into the skin and kind of gives like that more airbrush look. And I just like doing this after. Yeah, some people have told me just using a beauty blender, it's like too light a coverage, because the beauty blender does like soak up any extra coverage. And I told one girl in particular to use a brush first and then go over it with this, because this is just going to take away any of that cakiness, like especially around your nose or in your T-zone, like around your mouth. Alright, so then I'm going to take my favorite concealers. They're the NYX concealers, and I have 03 and 02. And 3 is more of a cool tone, so it kind of has a pink undertone, which is good for these dark circles. And then 2 is really brightening, so I just use that to kind of brighten up under the eyes and to highlight a little bit. I'll show you how I do this. Looks cute. And then I'll just take a little bit of the lighter one and just kind of do my war paint. It's so funny when people don't do this and then they watch you do it and it's like, I don't know, it looks like you're just painting your face, but it somehow works out in the end. Beautiful, and you're all done. So then I'll just take my beauty blender and just buff it in. And honestly, like, this routine might look not very quick to many people, but I do this like every day, so I've gotten it down. I'm always rushing in the morning somehow, but it's pretty much just like my go-to. If I don't want to even think about what I want to do with my makeup that day, this is what I do. And honestly, I don't know if it's just me being like blonde-haired and blue-eyed, but super dark looks just don't look good on me, and I don't think that they're flattering. So I like to keep it super simple, and then I'll just put this over my lids. This is the 03. I have really like veiny eyelids and dark circles, so definitely need to cover those up. And I was actually watching, I was watching Jaclyn Hill, and she was talking about how when you use a beauty blender and you buff in your concealer with it, you want to go this way and this way and this way and keep going back and forth, because that way it won't allow the concealer to really sink into your lines under your eyes. And I feel like it works pretty well. So right after I do my concealer, I set it. So this has been, okay, I haven't jumped on the Laura Mercier translucent powder bandwagon yet because I don't want to spend $40 on a powder, but I'm eventually going to do it. But in the meantime, I've been using the Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder, and it's just a translucent powder, but I have used this on many people, and I absolutely love it, and everyone's been asking me what that powder was, so everyone's been picking it up, and it's like $8, so can't beat that. And then I'm just using this BS small face tapered brush, and it's pointed so you can really get in there. And then I'll just take whatever is left over, and just put it on my lid. But some people will ask me like, oh, why is my concealer creasing? Or, I feel like it's just falling apart throughout the day. And I ask, do you set your concealer? And some people have, but most of the time it's like, oh, no, I didn't know I needed to do that. And I can't even tell you the importance of setting your concealer, or else it will just sink into your lines and make you look older throughout the day. So right after you do it, you should set it right away. And I'll do like my T-zone. Anywhere where I put concealer, I will set it right away. So then moving on to eyes, I'll just grab like a big fluffy brush and just dropping things over here. And then my Lorac Pro Matte palette, which is pretty dirty right now, but I use Bare, and that's this tan shade right up here. And I just go all over my eyelid. It pretty much blends in. So I just use that as kind of a what do you call that? Wow, transition color. But you can't really see it, but it just helps all of the other eyeshadows blend into it. Excuse my hair today, too. This is called Lazy Day hair, which I normally do on the weekends if I don't have to go anywhere. And it's good to give my hair a break, because I can just not put any heat on it, and normally I'll just throw it up in a bun, put some dry shampoo in it, and I'm good to go. So then I will take, this is the Morphe M200, and it's just a buffing brush, I guess you could say. It's a little bit tapered on the top, so it's smaller than the other one and kind of helps you really get in the crease. And then I will take this pink mauve color right here. You can probably see. And just concentrate that more in the outer corner, and then just kind of buff it up. Like I said, like this is my easy go-to everyday kind of look. And blue and green eyes, I love using pinks or mauves on them because I really feel like it brings out the color. And also like oranges or golds or like warm browns. Anything warm or pink looks really good with green or blue eyes. And I mean, it honestly looks good with every kind of eye shade, but that's normally what I'll use. Alright, so I zoomed in a little bit just so you could see a little bit better. But then I normally use my Carly Bible palette because I freaking love it. And it looks like this. And it's a lot of like pink and mauve shades. So I'll take this, excuse the broken mirror, but I'll take this shade right here and just concentrate that more on the outer corner and in the crease. This just helps deepen the color and really give that crease a nice deeper color. I really do love this palette. I need to stop opening my mouth. I noticed when I was filming that I would look back on the footage and I'm like this with my mouth open because I just think normally when you're putting on mascara or eyeliner or anything, you're trying to concentrate. I'm like, I need to like stop. I need to keep myself from doing that. I'm trying really hard right now. Alright, and then I'll just like take my finger, or I'll take a flat brush, but I'll grab, let me show you, this color, and then the highlight color right there, and then just kind of sweep it over my lid. Highlight shades aren't very pigmented. That's the only thing with this palette, but they do the job. They're pretty. I like them. Alright, and then I'm going to take the white shade, which is called Linen, from the Pro Matte palette that I was using, and put that right under the brow. My brows, they look horrible right now, but I actually bought a Groupon the other day for eyebrow threading, and I'm kind of nervous to do it because I heard it hurts, but I'm going to get those done and then they'll look a lot better. Alright, and then just to enhance the lid a little bit more and in the inner corner, I'm going to use my, I don't know if you can see this, my City Color Highlight Trio, and I'll use the, I don't even know if they have the colors on here. No, they don't. But anyways, I'm going to use these two colors. It's kind of like a light gold and then more of like a pearl shade. And these are super pigmented. I can't even believe how good this palette is. I use these highlighters every day over my MAC, what is it called? Soft and Gentle, which is kind of like more of a gold highlight. And I bought this for $6, I think, and I like them more, which is crazy. So the one that I use like on the daily is super cheap, but I like it. It's really warm, and it's the NYC Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny, and it's like $3 or $4. So I'll just kind of dust this all over my face. And it honestly doesn't make that much of a difference when I'm super self-tan like I am right now. But it does the job. And then I will go in with my contour kit in Light from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I will use those 2 shades. So my camera died, so we're gonna go back to contouring. So I don't make this like super contoured, especially on an everyday basis. I think it looks a little overdone if you do that. Alright, and then blush. And I really like this blush from Revolution. It looks intimidating because it's super pink, but looks cute, especially if you're using pinks on your eyes. It's like that really pretty baby pink kind of color. And then for highlighter, I haven't been showing my brushes, but I just use this tapered brush from Real Techniques. And I mix the light gold color and then the pearl shade. Like $6 for this. Oh my gosh. I love it. And then I'll take some and put it down my nose. So I just put lashes on off screen. I'll do a separate video for that, but this video would be way too long if you watch me put on lashes. So now I'm just going to do lips, and that's pretty much the last thing that I normally do. And I'm going to use the NYX lip liner in Natural. And I'll like fill it in a little bit. Because nothing's worse than having that like line and then your lipstick. Really cool in the 90s. Maybe it'll come back. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to use just a basic nude pink, and this is Snow Cap from NYX. It's a butter lipstick, so it's super creamy. I love matte lipsticks, but they're just not very comfortable to wear. And for every day, I like to be comfortable. And then I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. It's kind of the same color, like a baby pink. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you liked it. It's an everyday look for me if I'm going to work or out on the weekends. It might not be for everyone, but you can also do mascara and maybe not do the lashes or not do the eyeliner or whatever. You can kind of mix this up. It's an everyday look for me just because I'm a makeup lover and I love doing this stuff. So if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe below. Bye.
A summer rain is passing over, and it feels like a dream. I could run and